Hello everyone on YouTube. Welcome to this reading. It's a pick a card reading for what blocks you are not seeing. Blocks in your life that you are unaware of at present. And as you can see, there are 3 cards already here. This is card number 1, 2, 3. And pick a card you are drawn to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. With this reading. And if you need to pause this video and you're still deciding whether it's pile 1, 2 or 3, pause the video right now and I'll get started with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You've picked this card, which is Angels. Angel Boy. Oh, I can't even pronounce that one. And Rose Quartz Heart Healing. So let's see what see where this reading leads us. So heart healing. So there's a wound of some sort you are unaware of. Something that you've probably pressed down from years ago. That sort of hurt you in some way in a time where you were not old enough or at an age where you could possibly deal with it. So you've stuffed this feeling right down. And it's impacting you now, but you don't realize it. It's impacting your health and relationships. Premonition, foreshadowing, mystery at the bottom. Recovery, comeback, revival. Okay. So it's more of dealing with something that keeps showing up in your life. Okay, 3 cards. So you've got Yule, Singer, Rebirth, Feasting, Joy. This might come to a head during the winter time. Hedge Witch. Herbal wisdom, secrets, hidden lore. Okay, so there's something that's been kept from you before the gathering, celebration, anticipation, event. Okay. And then at the bottom of this one, you've got the Rune King, Wise One Counselor at the bottom of this pile. Okay. So I've got a feeling that there's a reunion. You might be going through a period now where you're getting sort of flashbacks to something that's happened to you at a very young age. And there's going to be a lot of secrets that's coming ahead. And yeah, it's going to stir up wounds you are unaware of. It could even be a group of people that you haven't seen for a while, depending on your age, something from when you were a child, or something happened where you were not fully aware of your surroundings. There's definitely people that have betrayed you in the past that you didn't realize. Put another this pile, the Empress, birthing new projects. Knight of Pentacles, starting on something practical and long-sustaining. So there's a celebration of sorts happening. Hopes and fears, sorry. Hopes and fears. King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and at the bottom, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so things are definitely going to be looking better for you as time goes on. But there's definitely secrets and things coming out. Coming a celebration of a project. So, sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. So, whatever it is you're working on, it's as if you're celebrating a victory of trying to provide for yourself and have a bit of security and stability. And it's as if you're celebrating a milestone in that area. And what comes, this block that's coming up, it will be an issue that you are unaware of a betrayal of someone very close to you who's betrayed you. And you'll be finding out, which will, the outcome is all these emotions coming in as well that will bring up a lot of hurt and betrayal, secrets coming out in the open. It's weird because it's as if secrets are coming out in the open, but then there's also someone, I'm seeing someone who is infatuated with you as well. That might be coming up as well. But a lot of these pentacles is more you focusing on stability and security. But there's something, a block. Once you find out what this issue is and the hurt this betrayal is, that will be blocking you, because it's as if they're sneaking around as it's blocking your, it will block your success. Not really. Like, I'm just, how can I put this? It's as if someone's, not on purpose, it will come out, but it's as if they're trying to take away from your success and your accomplishments and where you want to go. But when I say this is something that's hurt you, this is a massive betrayal of someone you really care about. When this comes to a head, it's someone that you could confide in, or someone you believed you trusted, or someone you felt you had your back in the past, and especially in a very vulnerable time in your life. And you'll find that this person hasn't been doing that, if that makes sense. But there's a lot of focus on financial stability here for you. It's definitely planting seeds for the future, celebrating victories. But there's a betrayal that you're unaware of that's happened. There's quite a few, like, betrayals. And there's going to be a lot of new emotions being stirred up. Okay, this one came out here. Small regrets and longing. All right. Sleeper, cause and effect and clarity. Okay. Faith, seizing the moment, selfishness. Yeah, so someone, it will take away from, so that whatever's coming out will be taking away from your victories, which is going to really hurt you. When I say hurt, it's going to hurt, but it's going to pee you off a lot more. But it's going to be someone close to you that you think wouldn't do this, but then when you look back in hindsight, they've always kind of done it. So it's as if they're stealing your thunder a bit. Small regrets, longing. I just got a feeling that whatever's happening, you're going to be in a lot of hurt where you feel you should be celebrating victories, and it's going to be as if it's been coming for a while, and you're coming for a while, and these people have definitely hurt you coming up. So it's as if, oh God, that just left. It's as if they're taking away from your accomplishments, but it's as if they've always done it, this individual. So it could be a close friend. Also, you could be having like people from the past. I'm seeing a situation of a friend that's very selfish and impulsive, that does dumb things, and I'm also seeing there's like someone you know who is probably in another relationship has always fancied you, but they're with someone else and it's going to cause more drama. And it's as if it's going to be one thing after another. And then all these secrets from your childhood, you'll be having flashbacks of things that have happened to you in the past that as a child you've suppressed because you couldn't deal with it as a child, if that makes sense. And then you've got all this chaos happening in a time where you should be celebrating victories, small victories that you've working towards financial stability, and it's as if someone's come in with all this emotional chaos, which is going to be sort of holding you back. But I can see you sort of seizing, like being with the faith here. It's definitely a time for you to be selfish, because it's as if everyone around you, like, it'll be erupting. And I get the feeling that you have always celebrated other people's victories, and this is a time for you to be celebrated for your victories and your accomplishments. But there's just some things underneath the surface that is going to boil over, and it's something totally out of your control, and it's going to really hurt you, because you're going to be feeling like, I've always sort of helped you. I've always been there to say congratulations and celebrate it when you've done something good for yourself. And then now you're here stealing my thunder. And then you've got this people who are just telling you, or just not even telling you, it's probably just come out at an impulsive time of all these secrets just being regurgitated. And I get a feeling that you need to be selfish with this fifth card. It's definitely like you will feel a lot of betrayal and hurt coming in, because there'll be people that you thought you could trust, and your friends and your loved ones. And I've got a feeling that probably everyone around you knew about all these little things happen or suspected it, but they either one were like, it's none of my business, it's between them. And others would be like, I've suspected it, but I wasn't entirely sure, but I didn't want to cause drama. And then it's just, I can see you down the track just cutting ties with these people that do this. I get a feeling that I'm seeing a female that is very needy of male attention, very insecure, they want attention on them all the time. And they keep stirring the pot and leading with false information just to get attention from men. And then I'm seeing, well, and if you're male or whoever it is that you're attracted to, it could be either the other way, but I've got a feeling that this is mostly female, but not to say that it's not just females who I'm doing this reading for. Like, you could be male, you could be part of any community and find that there's a male friend that does it, or female, or non-binary, or whatever it is. But this individual, whatever it is they're attracted to, they kind of throw their friends under the bus to get attention, and then they'll act like they're... I'm getting girls go... It's probably going to be different for different cultures, but they pretend to be sort of have your back and they're for you and all that, but behind your back, not so much. And they've always done this, and you're only just sort of like finding out how bad it was. And again, like I said, those issues from your past, from when you were a child, where something's happened to you and you didn't have the emotional understanding or maturity to deal with it and pushed it down, so you're dealing with like these dreams and these emotions resurfacing, and then just this chaos. And then you've got one individual who's in a relationship with another who has fancied you for a long time, but they've just sort of settled for someone else and led this other person astray, like sort of led them on. And then they're sort of, it's just chaos that's coming in for you, and it's coming in at a time where you're like, can't I just have a moment for myself? Like, why does there have to be, as soon as I have done something for myself, after lifting others up, after sort of putting others before myself, that you're doing this at a time that you're doing this at a time. Okay, so you got, it's a team effort, and remember to breathe. So it's just going to be really chaotic, and I've got a feeling that your whole friend circle is going to change and break down from this. Share a breath. Sleep on it. And be grateful. Yeah. You guys are just telling you just to sort of walk away quietly and just cut ties with these people. Just to remember to breathe. And I've got a feeling that those who are loyal to you will be doing the same thing. Like, it's as if once this happens, and I'm getting, don't explode, even though you want to. It's as if I can see you. You've got two options. You're either going to explode and there's going to be a massive argument, or you're just going to go quiet. Because I can see someone at a dinner or a birthday or some kind of celebration of an accomplishment they've had, just going quiet and literally walking away from the party that's for them, because of this chaos that's going to erupt. And it's going to be going on for a while. And I'm just picking up that you should just cut the ties with these people. There's definitely a need for you to get some professional help to deal with it, especially with these dreams that you're having from when you're a lot younger coming in. But this individual is very sick and they need help. And it's just like, it's as if you're going to have to be your own cheerleader and just be very selfish, put yourself first and let them battle it out and just cut ties with them. I mean, the people that are causing this, even though they say that they're your friend and that, there's a lot happening. I don't think you're going to realize just how big of a blow up this is going to be for you. It's going to be very chaotic. You're going to be really... I'm picking up a silent rage. I can't see you. There's a part of you that wants to yell and scream. But then especially looking at this person, blue eyes and the dark hair on this card. It's as if you go through like this icy still quiet and you leave, and it's as if you cut ties and you just don't speak to them. I can see, especially this female counterpart that's female, they could be female, male, whatever it is, but they definitely have more feminine, I can't say feminine energy. I can see them being in your face, harassing you a lot. And there's a part of them that don't want to lose access to you, but it's as if they're so caught up in their own self and BS that they need a lot of help, and they need to sort of look in the mirror and take a good hard look at themselves. But I can see you just realizing that this person's very toxic. It's that they have done things that they can't come back from, and especially in such a time in your life where you've made this massive jump and this massive leap. And I get the feeling that you've always supported others and sort of celebrated others during their victories and their accomplishments, whether it's graduations, whether it's a big project they're finishing, whether they started their own business, whatever it is, you've always been like, oh, congratulations, and not made it about you. And this is going to be a catalyst for you to deal with past hurts. But I can see you cutting off even this individual that's led, because I get the feeling that the person they've led on, you're friends with them too. And you're going to be upset about the relationship you've lost with this individual as well, because they're going to be upset, and they're probably, they might not, they might cut ties with you, they might stay. I can feel like this person's going to stay with this individual that's led them on, and it's going to be a situation where they lead them on for years and then they find someone else and then marry them in a few months. But that's not your problem, that's them that they have to deal with. But they're just leading this individual on, and then they've come out and said that they've always fancied you, and you're like, I'm not interested. And it's a nightmare. So it's just going to be multiple people just causing chaos. And I get a feeling that you've probably come from abusive childhood. And so for you to sort of get yourself on the right track and have this stability and working towards it, it's a massive accomplishment for you. And then they've just ruined it. So on top of being in a position where you can create financial stability, you're also in a position where you can get professional help and healing and just getting new tools to deal with what's happened in the past. And then they just bring this chaotic energy, and you're just in a sort of, I get this really swiftness, this cut off energy of, I'm done with these people. And especially when you find out what's been happening and everything under the scenes, it's like, this is not an appropriate time to say this as well, because it's not about them, it's about you. And then they've decided to do it at a very special time in your life. And yeah, they're definitely cutting out the snakes, but it's going to be make you very more aware of who you befriend, or you may not decide to make friends down the track. But yeah, that's your reading, pile one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That was a bit chaotic to start with. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be great. You're welcome to stay for the other readings. It's up to you. And yeah, bye for now. Hello everyone for pile number 2. So you've got this card. You pick this card, Sacred Play. Now let's see what this reading has in store for you. So sacred play. Your reading should be interesting. Okay. Recovery, comeback, revival. Celebration, anticipation, event, and there's two that wants to come out. Silent observer. I get the feeling that you've been planning patience, cooperations. I'm picking up that you've been a bit of in hermit mode. So normally I do 3, but 4 wanted to come out. You've been in a bit of hermit mode. You've withdrawn from just people, interaction, and just gone into your shell. It's as if you've... I can't talk, I'm a bit of a hermit. It's as if you've cut yourself off from others and just gone within. There's an opportunity might be coming up soon of reconnecting with people from your past. People you used to hang around with, people you used to enjoy each other's company. Maybe people you went to school with, maybe people you used to play with, interact with, socialize with. Is coming up like a reunion of some kind. It's as if this is going to inspire you to sort of get out of your shell a bit more. Because there's going to be people there that you haven't seen in 8 years that you've probably forgotten about because you've just been sort of stuck in this hermit mode, this hermit phase. And then you've got this silent observing. Yeah, you've just been watching people from afar. You haven't really been interacting with anyone at all. But then you've got this recovery. It's as if you've got to sort of get used to sort of speaking with people, to again being in large groups and sort of readjusting. 9 of Wands, yeah, you're exhausted. 5 of Wands. Something's definitely happened to cause you to put you sort of in this phase of just being like this wounded warrior. I'm tired. Moving on, moving past situations. Hangman, sacrifices, Empress, growth, rebirth, Ace of Wands, new action, Queen of Swords, and 5 of Cups. It's as if you're really exhausted. You went into hermit mode sort of to recoup because you're exhausted from carrying it. It's stress that has led you to this, and people have definitely gone into more of a hermit mode. It's not very common you hear about people being overly social. But you've got this sort of coming into this new phase, like removing this block where you're sort of moving away or moving towards a new direction. And with this hangman, it's like this hopes and fear of what sacrifices do I have to make. There's not really any sacrifices you necessarily have to make. You just need to take the first step. And then you've got the Empress here. So there's a lot of growth and a lot will be happening. Because it's as if the block is like more of this stagnant energy. Like you haven't enjoyed life for a long time. You might be suffering from depression. You've detached from people. But there's definitely a lot of growth and a lot of action happening coming into your life. And then you've got the Queen of Swords, which is swift, sorry, getting tongue-tied. Swift, decisive action happening. So you're detached emotionally and you're sort of absorbing everything that's happening around you. but you're not emotionally attaching. I'm picking up it's not necessarily hurt. It's because of, it's not because of heartache, it's just because of sheer exhaustion. It just feels like such a, it's exhausting to sort of extend that hand and add emotion, and that you're just more of being in your head, being logical. But there's definitely a new period in your life where you're probably working in more groups, you might be socializing a bit more, but you're very much in your head. You're not letting your emotions deal. Will you? But there's a lot of growth happening. You probably feel like, oh, what sacrifices do I have to make? You could potentially be socializing and meet someone. And you might think, especially with all these horror stories and people not wanting to compromise, you might meet someone, especially those who are single, and it just seems like it just seems like there's just growth. Like it's not a case of either one having to make sacrifices for the other. It's just like I do me, you do you, but you like sort of grow together is the energy I'm picking up on, instead of this energy of, oh, I've got to sacrifice this because this makes you uncomfortable, I've got to do this. It's sort of a scenario where I'm happy with you, you're happy with me, but let's just support each other and not change each other. Like, I do me, you do you, and see where it happens. But there's this group of sort of coming together of people you haven't seen in a long time that you're socializing with as well. So you're coming out of your shell a bit more, and that leads you to enjoy life and play and just do things that you forgot that you actually enjoy doing. Like things that weren't a big deal when you were younger, that you used to do with people that you overlooked and that you hadn't done in a while. But obviously it's going to be different when you're an adult doing it, because we do change and things adjust. But there's just things that you all kind of do together where it brings this enjoyment, and it's like as if you're reawakening to the things that used to bring you pleasure and enjoyment, just enjoying the small things in life, if that makes sense. It's not necessarily intimate or physical, it's just like things that you like doing. Like if you like bike riding with your friends, if you used to bike ride, or you all would go to, but even skateboarding, like if there was like a task that you sort of overlooked that you did all the time, you're kind of doing again with these people. Or even just going to the beach and just enjoying your time. And like, I forgot how much I enjoyed these people's company. Or even if it's just sitting down and talking. Like whatever it is, it's just like this small enjoyment that you forgot just how much you actually enjoyed. It's as if getting used to yourself and being reacquainted with being in groups of people and enjoying the simple things that used to bring you contentment and sort of joy. Like it just made you feel peaceful and warm and just, am I making sense? I hope I am. There could be potentially romance, but mostly it's just sort of getting reacquainted with being in big groups of people, enjoying the little things that you took for granted, like that things that you used to do with people that you, parenthood legacy. Okay, biding your time. Okay, all right. Like crossroads exploration. Yeah. Taking command, teamwork. So it's just getting used to people again. Awareness, reflection. Yeah, it's things from the past. Pilgrimage, opportunities and growth. So there's a lot of growth, but it's as if, okay, it's a case of you enjoying just enjoying life again, just enjoying the little things and exploring. I get a feeling that, especially if it's a group of people that you used to kick around with when you're younger, you're all going to do like team activities that you always said that you wanted to do from when you're older. Like you're like, I'm going to do this when I'm older, I'm going to do that. And then life kind of got in the way and you sort of were in this hermit mode where you were alone. But now, because you're all getting reacquainted with each other and like all the plans that you said, let's do this, let's do that, let's do that. And then you kind of lost touch with each other. It's as if you guys are all doing that and then you're meeting new people along the way. Whether it's girls, boys, whatever trip. But like, it's as if it's the little childhood dreams that you've thought of when, whether it's going on camping trips to certain places, whether it's if you did a lot of water activities, going on like renting yachts or something. I'm picking up that kind of energy, or just going on trips together and exploring and doing things that you wanted to do but you never really got the opportunity to do them together. It's as if, and other opportunities as well, which is going to have you reflecting on what it is in your past. It's as if you're being reawakened again. And you're sort of being, like, again, you've got the captain here taking command, teamwork. It's as if you're taking the reins back on your own life and enjoying life again instead of being on sort of hermit mode, autopilot, just sort of thinking, action, doing. It's as if you're getting in touch with that spark within yourself and enjoying life again. Remember to breathe and pray. So I don't know if you're part of the church group or something growing up. And yeah, and talk shop, just reminiscing about the past and also talking about what you've been. Fake it until you make it. It might be take a little while. Feed your spirit. Sleep on it. Okay. So you're probably thinking this is a bit of a weird reading. But yeah, it's as if when this happens and these people reach out, you might be umming and ahhing if you want to get into contact with them again. But when you get there, it's as if you need to sort of fake a smile and fake enjoyment, and then after a while you will actually start to enjoy it, because it's as if being around these people feeds your soul, and it just seems the world's a bit brighter. And just enjoy going on these adventures with each other and just reminiscing, because again, I get a feeling like these people, you guys used to really enjoy time together, like you're joined at the hip, and you never thought that you would all go your separate ways and life would get in the way. Like there was this energy of we'll keep in touch, but then you sort of fell out of touch and haven't seen each other for a while. Don't hold on to resentment of, oh, I don't want to see them, they haven't spoken to me in so long. Life gets in the way. And you have this opportunity coming up where you can sort of reconnect, and even though you feel like, oh, I've changed so much, I'm not the same person, I used to be outgoing and now I'm sort of like, I go to work, I come home, I do my own thing. You might have just been years of just literally being on your own. Like if you go out, you go out by yourself, sort of enjoying your own company. It's as if you're coming back to sort of a group of people you always used to kick around with and just have adventures together, and sort of, it's going to make you feel alive again. It's as if you've been on autopilot for a really long time, pile number 2. And Spirit's just saying like this has been blocking you, and you sort of need to sort of get reconnected with life again. It's sort of like it says here, feed your spirit, feed your soul. Sleep on it, think about it, and actually think about maybe taking the plunge and just doing it. And it will inspire you in different directions and different ideas. Because you might be sort of a bit of an humbug at the moment. Life has definitely pulled you down and you feel a bit dull, dread and weary. Where sort of reconnecting with these people, and I'm sure your other friends might feel the same way as you. But I got the feeling that you guys will kind of be friends for life, but there's this energy of when you're together, you're going to be really tight-knit, and it's going to be a bit awkward at the beginning, but it's going to be sad when you sort of drift apart again. And then I got a feeling that you're going to have these episodes where you're apart and then you come back together again, if that makes sense, pile number 2. But yeah, enjoy this adventure. This is going to be really good for you, and it's going to be good for you to get out of this sort of hermit mode and just play and just feed your soul, and sort of you will be very refreshed about after spending time with these people. And I hope you enjoyed your reading, pile number 2. I'm going on to pile number 3. And yeah, you can stay for pile number 3. Like and subscribe. It will really help. And bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. You have the card you picked is this one, Relief and Repair. So, pile number 3, let's get into your reading and see what Relief and Repair. I get picking up just at the moment, like as if there's a situation where you're wanting to cut the cords, and some situation is going to be coming about where it just explodes, and it's as if I feel this sign of relief, even though you know that there's a big bit of a cleanup, but it's as if it's like, okay, I don't have to, why am I picking up on the energy? I don't have to be the bad guy. Now I just have to clean up this mess of this situation where I was wanting to cut the cords. Energy from you. Pile number 3. Let's see what comes out. This should be interesting. I might be way off, actually. Yeah, recovery, comeback, revival. Soul king, recognition, family kingship. Okay. Golden unicorn, protecting guardian championship. Fate, destiny, fever. Deceit, betrayal. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. And then at the bottom you've got Rune King, wise one counselor. Yeah, I think you've got a gut feeling that someone's been betraying you and you've been wanting to sort of set boundaries. You're definitely very protected at this time. And this was always meant to happen. And sort of this, it's as if you've outgrown this person. And then this deceit and betrayals come up and you're like, as if, oh, yay, I can step away now and cut the cords and back away from this person while they employed and just sort of have their own little, well, their own big tail moment, but that's their problem, not yours. Energy that I'm picking up on. Sorry. Be a potential workplace. It's as if I'm picking up like a workplace. I think it's definitely more work related, but they're overstepping boundaries. Workplace of, oh, we're like family, but no, you're not. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. So wealth, you're thinking about money. 2 of Cups. I'm also picking up on like a relationship you're in that people aren't approving of, or they have a problem. And Hermit. Sun, hopes and fears. There's a lot that you don't see happening. 3 of Wands, still waiting for your ship to come in. And Death. So there's this ending. Ace of Swords. So there's definitely... I get the feeling that even though this has happened, and you're hoping that a Sun period will come up, there's a bit of like a Hermit, and there's a lot of foreshadowing and things that you don't see short term. So it's going to be a massive blow up, this energy. But it's definitely the death of a relationship that you have with this individual. They're having a bit of a tower moment, but I get the feeling they're going to try and take you with them. They're going to be clinging and clawing onto you, and you're going to sort of back away. They might fancy you, actually. And that's probably why they're hating on the other person. That you're probably, whether it's close friendship or romantic. But you're definitely very protected. So short time, you're sort of, when this blows up, and it's as if you've got the Hermit code, but it's as if you need to, well, you've got relief and repair. You just need to take a break. I've got a feeling that you might be stepping away from work, but still keeping an eye out for jobs and other opportunities. But there's a lot going on that you do not see. And it's as if you need to rest and recoup after this breakdown of this relationship. Because this is hopes and fears with the Sun. It's not going to be sunshine and daisies right at the beginning. Poet, relationships, vulnerability, the gamble, loss and risk and loss. Yeah, it's definitely very risky for you at this time. It's if you're being forced to sort of step away and relax, fate, accepting help and guidance. You might need to get some help from others. Champion, achievement, downfall. Archer, yeah, biding your time and planning ahead. So after the deception, trickery. So again, whether it's work or something, this person's being very deceptive and tricking you, and it's all come to a head. And it's as if you are cutting the ties and stepping away from this workplace, this situation, this individual. And it's as if they're going through a downfall, but by the same token, your name gets kind of dragged into it. So you're going to be having to sort of do cleanup duty and sort of buying your time until your next project or something. There's a lot here that you are not seeing. It's definitely the death of this scenario. And I've got a feeling that it'll be very dragged out. So it's not going to be sunshine, rainbows, and lollipop straight off the bat. Got to step back and sort of repair the damage. Assess everything. You're going to need to get some help from others around you, from other people who may have been in this situation or have tools that can help you in this situation. And so it's as if you're going into hermit mode to sort of find your time, plan for the next adventure as you're repairing the damage, because there's a lot that you do not see, that I'm not being shown that this person's done. And you're going to be kind of dragged into it. And it's going to block you for some time. It might be a relationship breakdown for some people. Like romantic relationship or breakup of some sort for some of you. But I'm picking up business partners of some. And this individual is not who you thought they were. Yeah, call on your guides at this time. Learn from the mistakes made, even though they're not necessarily all your time for crayons. Yeah, therapy, sort of expressing. And mentors and role models. Okay, so you definitely need to sort of, at this time when this all happens, it's as if you need to reach out to others who may have been in this situation that you're going to, it hasn't come to a head yet, it will be soon, that have been in your situation in the past, or have tools that can help you in the situation, because you're totally in the dark and everything hasn't come out yet, and you're sort of in this energy of, I want to break away from this individual. There's just something in my gut that's screaming at you to run, but the opportunity for you to get away hasn't arrived yet. And then I'm picking up, for some scenarios, some of you, I'm picking up jail at one point. So whatever this person's done is very illegal. I've got the feeling that you're probably going to be dragged into it a little bit, but not much. It's going to be realized that this person went behind your back and you had no idea. I'm picking up learning from your mistakes. You're going to need a lot of therapy to get over this, and you need a lot of support during this time. But you're going to have a big cleanup ahead of you, and this is going to block you for some time. But it's going to be one heck of a massive learning curve for you. But it's definitely like, once this situation's ended, it's ended, and you are cutting the cords with this individual. But yeah, that was a very short and sweet. Well, it's not sweet, but a short message. But this individual that you're wanting to cut cords with, something will come to a head. You'll be able to cut cords with them and move on and learn from your mistakes and sort of get better role models that can help you, and just learn from this situation that's coming, and just take a time out for a bit. But yeah, this is going to be very chaotic when it happens. Pile number 3. And pile number 3, that is your reading so far. Like with the relief, you're going to be it's going to be sort of really bittersweet, the situation. You're going to be very relieved. There's still going to be stress and anxiety at times, but there's going to be more relief that there's sort of like a way out for you, and you're going to take it and just run. Okay, pile number 3. That is your reading. I hope you somewhat enjoyed it. And if you could like and subscribe, that'll be great. And yeah, feel free to watch the other readings and other stuff. And bye for now.